Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Today we are going to discuss what are the different types of loops. Can anyone say that what are the different types of loops we have?
Sir, in programming language, you are asking, sir.
Yes, in programming language itself.
For, while, do while.
For, while and do while. Today we are going to discuss about for loop and while loop. Okay, can anyone say that when we are going to use for loop? Can anyone say that when we are going to use a for loop?
When we know exact amount of times the loop has to be executed or
Executed,
iterated.
yes, exactly. If we want to perform some operation for some number of times, then we are going to use for loop. In the sense, we need to know exact number of times we need to execute that particular operation or a command. Then we are going to use a for loop. Now we'll see the syntax of the for loop. First syntax is the normal way how we are going to declare in C, C++, Java. The same way here also we are going to declare the same for loop syntax. First we need to do with the keyword for. We need to write a keyword called for and then open the parenthesis. Whenever we are going to write it, we need to put a two parentheses in a Unix command. In a Unix, you have to put two parentheses. In that, normally we are going to declare three ways. K is equal to 1, semicolon, K less than 10, K plus plus. That's it. K plus plus and give a semicolon. Once again, I'm repeating how to write a for loop in Unix using a for keyword. For keyword, two opening parentheses and two closing parentheses. In between of these parentheses, we have to mention three conditions. One is the first one is initialization, where the second one, third one is either increment or decrement. It depends upon the program. Okay, this is the one. Next, after the for, we have to put do keyword. We have to put a keyword do. After that, we can write our own commands. And after finishing of your commands, must and should you have to write a keyword done. This is a complete for loop syntax. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now we'll go for the terminal and we'll execute. ls I have for 3 pi for 3 dot sh. This is a node. vi for 1 dot sh. Here what I'm doing in the sense, I want to print the numbers from 1 to 9. So what I have done, I have written a for keyword, opening two parentheses and closing two parentheses. Within those parentheses, I have written three statements. One is initialization, second one is condition, Third one is increment. After that, we have to do echo $I. The thing what we have written here, that is going to be placed it here. That is going to be get copied, going to be done it in the here. And later we are going to be specify done keyword, in the sense we are done with the for loop. We are going to be specified colon WQ sh for 3.sh. See, now I'm getting 0 to 50. Okay, sorry. sh for 1.sh. Now I'm getting 1 to 9. Okay, the same way, can anyone write the addition for loop? Like example, it will be, I'll explain here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. 6 plus 4 is equal to 10. 10 plus 5 is equal to 15. We have to write it this type. I mean, we have to get your output in this form. So using your for loop. Can anyone say how to write that? My complete output should be get 15. My complete output should get 15. I want to print only the sum of these numbers. How to write the code? How you need to write it a code in the sense? Can anyone say that? What is the syntax we need to write it? For, open the parenthesis, I is equal to 1, semicolon, I less than equal to 5, semicolon, I plus plus, and put a semicolon. Below that for loop, what we have to do, we have to place a keyword do. Okay, and done. In between these do and done, we have to place our, we have to do our operations, or we can place our commands. Now say me how to perform the operations like 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 is equal to 50. How can I get it? How to write a command? Sorry, operations, instructions. Can anyone? How to write in the sense? Sum is equal to invert, where we have an expression expr space $sum plus $I. This is what we are going to be done. We are going to write this is a what expression to perform 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 is equal to 15. Later, here we are going to close with a done. After that, we are going to do echo $sum. Now we'll do the traverses. 1, I is equal to 1. 1 is less than or equal to 15? Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
1 is less than or equal to 15? Yes. Now it will enter into the loop. It will perform the operation. Sum is equal to 0. 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. Now, second. Now, I is equal to what is the value? I is equal to 2. 2 is less than 5. True or false?
True.
True. It will enter into the loop. Now, what is a dollar sum value?
1.
Okay, 1. Now, what is a dollar I value?
2.
2 is equal to 3. The same way it is going to be performed till. So now it is 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. 6 plus 4 is equal to 10. 10 plus, now I is equal to 5 we think. 5 is less than or equal to 5. Whether it is true or false?
True.
True. It will enter into the loop. Now dollar I is equal to 5. So it will get it a 15. Now the operation is done. Once again, the iteration is goes. Now what is I is equal to?
6.
6. 6 is less than or equal to 5.
False.
The condition is going to get fail. It will come out of your loop and it starts executing this echo command and it prints the value directly, whatever it is going to be get stored it in the sum. Now we'll see the execution. PI program 15.sh. /bin sh. Now, Semi, what is the statements we need to write it? For k is equal to 1, k less than equal to 5, k plus plus. Right? Put a semicolon. Do what I'll do here, I'll declare a variable sum is equal to invert operation expr dollar sum plus dollar k and close your invert operation. And I'll write it done here and I'll put it echo dollar sum. We'll try to execute this. Yes, got it? Your output, what we are expecting the output, we got it the same output? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now, there is another way of writing here, another one for loop. Another way is, this is the first way of writing. Now we are going to see the second way of writing your for loop. Nothing, it is very simple for you. For variable name in keyword and values. Do, or you can write it as a command or operation and done. Understood? Now we'll see how to work out this. I'll show this example with example. For I is your variable name, in is your keyword. Now I'll write it a value 0 space 1 space 2 space 3 space 4. That's it. There is no any semicolon at the last. Put do echo dollar I and done. That's it. In the sense it is going to be print 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. That's it. Understood what I'm saying for you people?
Yes,
Is
sir.
it cleared?
Yes, sir.
Now we'll see the one program. VI for 2.sh. The same way here, you can check it out here. We have for and the var, it is a variable name. In is a keyword. Again, whatever we are passing as a arguments for your variable name, it should be at the rightmost level. Okay, how many arguments you want to pass, you can write it here. Okay, and then if you, whatever the operations you want to do with, you can do it in between do keyword and the done keyword. That's it. Now what I'm doing here in this is just I'm printing the values which I'm passing after the in keyword. WQ sh for 2.sh. See, whatever the values which I'm passing as an argument after the in, that is going to be get printed as it is here. Cleared, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Anyone who have a doubts in between of these two types of for loops?
No, sir.
Shall I proceed to the third type of for loop?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The third type of for loop is here. Same for keyword, variable name, in operator, and what we should do in the sense when we want to specify the range. Suppose you think in the here, I want to be specified from 0 to some 10,000. I cannot write it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 till 10,000. It is very vast situation. So what I'm going to do in the sense here, I'm going to specify the range from what is the starting, what is the maximum, what is the minimum value and what is the maximum value I'm going to be specified. To specify those things, what we should do in the sense, we have to open a flower parenthesis. In between of this flower parenthesis, we have to specify the minimum range and maximum range. In between of these two, we have to put 2 dots. Must and should, you have to give 2 dots. 1 dot dot 10. And this min and max should be present within the flower parenthesis only. Next, do same as usual, commands or operations, and done. That's it. Now we'll try to print the numbers which we are given, the minimum and maximum. Same way as usual, for I in open your flower parenthesis dot dot 10 close your parenthesis, do echo $I and done. That's it. You're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This is the output where we are going to get. Understood how to write a third type of a for loop?
Yes, sir.
Now we'll see the terminal. Okay. VI for 3.sh. See what I'm going to do here in the sense, you can check it out here. 0.15. I'm specifying the maximum, minimum range and your maximum range. And do echo. I'm just printing the values which have passed it in the min and maximum. That's it. If you want to do, you can do with the operations, addition and subtraction, whatever you want for that. Now what I'll do, I'll just execute and I'll show you. sh for 3.sh. Now, this is the what? The range we had given 0 to 15. We have passed the, we have specified the minimum value and the maximum value. We got this output. Clear? Everyone are cleared about the for loops?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyone who have a doubts? Anyone who have a doubts? Shall I proceed to the next loop?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, here what we are going to do in the sense, normally in the for loop, there is an automatic increment, there is everything automatic. I mean, like there are three different ways. Whereas coming the for loop, I mean, for the while loop, there is only one way of syntax to do. Okay, what is that in the sense? While condition, if it is true, then only it will enter into the loop. So that is, we have to do with the do, and later we have to do with the done. Whatever the operation you have to do, that you have to done within this do and done. In between of these two things only you have to do. This is the what the syntax we have to specify. Whereas coming for your while loop, until this condition fails, this while loop works. There is no any number of steps. You cannot identify that this is the number of steps where you can finish with the while loop. No, until this condition fails, this while loop is going to be working. Clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what we are going to do in this sense, first we will give one value. We will check whether the number is less than or equal to after giving one number. Now we'll write one program here. While first we will assign a is equal to 1. While space square parenthesis, within the square parenthesis we have to specify the condition $a less than or equal to 5. Until this condition fails, you have to work out. Okay, now what I'm going to do in this sense, until this condition fails, I want to print whatever the value we have. So what I'll do, echo value of a is colon $a. I'll write it. Then what I'll do, here there is no any auto increment for you. So we have to do your auto increment. If I want to do the auto increment, I have to specify a is equal to whatever the expression you are going to do. You have to put it in your invert expr $a plus 1 and close your invert. This is what the thing we have to do. For while loop, we don't have any auto increment. Manually you have to increment or manually you have to decrement it. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now we'll see the same commands for your terminal. The same thing here I have done. While a is equal to 0, first I have initialized a is equal to 0. While $a is equal to minus LT, in the sense minus less than, if it is 10, you print it, then you go on increment it. Once if it is done execution of your while loop, I'm going to get the end of your while loop statement. Sh while one dot sh. What is your output you are going to get? Can anyone say? What is your expected output?
0 to 10.
0 to 10 or 9? 0 to 10 or 9?
Sir, can you show the program once again, sir?
Sure.
Zero to 9, sir.
0 to 9, you are going to get your output. Sh while one dot sh. Now you are going to get 0 to 9. Once the end loop, once the while loop is finished, the execution, once it come out of your while loop, we have written the statement to print end of while loop. So this is the statement where we got for your execution. Understood? Is it cleared how to do with the while loop?
Yes, sir.
Any other statements we have? Okay, we'll write one different program and we'll check it out. VI program 14.sh. Now what I'll do here in the sense, num is equal to 1 while case square parenthesis, in between of square parenthesis, $num space minus LE. LE stands for less than or equal to 5. If it is that, what you have to do? Read a variable. After reading a variable, what we are going to do in this sense? We are going to check if $var is less than 0. What I am going to do in the sense? I am going to break it. Then break. I am closing my if loop. Then what I'll do? Num is equal to invert expr $num plus 1 and invert. Write it, done. So the loop breaks for negative number. What is going to be happen with this program in the sense? First, we will give one number that is going to check. If it is that number is less than 5, it will enter into the do loop. It will enter into the while loop. Once it is entered, again it is starting itself. It is asking enter the one number. Once you have entered, it will check whether it is less than 0 or not. If it is less than 0, continue. Immediately it will breaks that statement. It will come out of your loop. If not, it will execute that statement continuously until this condition get fails. While loop going to get fails. Okay. Now we'll see. sh program 14.sh. What happened? Line number 7. Can anyone identify what is the mistake?
NUM.
Yes. Now, it is asking to enter the number. I'll enter one number 6. So now what it will happen? It will check whether 6 is less than 0 or not. Whether 6 is less than 0?
No, sir.
No. So it will not enter into the if loop. So directly it will increments the number. So again it is asking the second repetition. I'll give 4. Whether 4 is less than 0?
No, sir.
No. So now what it will be in the sense $num is equal to $num is equal to $num plus 1. Now it will be the third iteration. Again I will enter some 9. 9 is not less than 0. Again it will ask for the number. This is your fourth iteration. Again it is not. For the fifth iteration, 6. It will check whether 6 is not less than, it will enter that and it will come out of that loop. So I have asked for the only to 5 iterations to ask the number. You can check it out here, less than 5. Until less than 5, you are going to enter the numbers. Now what we are going to do, in between only, now we will check one to give one number. I'll give 7. 8 is not less than 0. Now I will do -1. Okay. Now it will come out of the loop. Why? Because if num is less than 0, break the loop, I have asked. So -1 is less than 0. It will come out of the loop. So it will not ask for the next other 2 iterations. Understood? Is it clear? Have you understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Nirmal,
Yes, sir.
understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now, this is finished. Now we'll move to your next topic, which is set and shift. Set and shift. When we say that set, we have a keyword which is called set. We have a keyword called which is set keyword. Anything you have passed here it as a parameter. If you pass any command, that will be going to set. In the sense, it will be considered as a arguments for your program. Previously, for one program, command line arguments program, we used to enter here. The input should be entered here. Like example, sh program 3.sh hi, hello, how are you? Okay. Rather than doing like this, your output here, what we can do in the sense, we can set your input. We can set your input for your program as an argument. So what I'll do in the sense, how to set training operator date and close your repeat operator. This, whatever the arguments, whatever the output you are going to get here, these arguments are going to be get stored in your $star. If you put echo $star, you are going to get an output like normal thing. I'll show it here. set date. That's it. In the sense, it is going to get set. Okay. Now, when I want to extract the output of this, normal how we used to extract the values from the arguments, command line arguments, the same way we can extract your output of your set command. Can anyone say that if I want to extract the index of 0, how to extract it? Echo. I want to extract index 0 value of date command. How to extract? $0. I'll get it. Echo $1 Tuesday. Echo $2. I'll get it October. Like same way, echo $3. We are going to get some other. Same way, echo $*. You're going to get a complete output. Do you remember the command line arguments program as we used to extract the values using $1, $2, $3? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
The same way, we can set the parameters for your program. Understood? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
I'll show here. Vi set1.sh. See here, set date. That's it. Nowhere I'm extracting the values, nowhere I'm not giving. Okay. I want to extract $2, $3, $6. In the sense, I am going to extract the positions of 2, 3, and 6. Nowhere I have passed the value for 2, 3, 6. Everything is going to get passed by your set. sh set. Okay, I'll clear the screen first. sh set1.sh. When I press this, the first command we have set date. In the sense that is going to be get executed and that output is going to be get stored it in a set. When I want to extract the output of that set, we are going to use $1, $2. The index positions we are going to extract. See, when I want to extract that values, index 2, index 3, index 6 have got this output. Okay. Now, if I want to extract your complete output, what is this operator we have?
Star.
Yes, $*. That's it. And close your out. Previously, what we used to do in the sense for command line arguments, vi set1.sh, hello, goodbye, how are you? We used to pass my arguments here. We don't want to pass my arguments like this. Directly we can pass in the program itself using set command. vi set1.sh. First, when I start this program, internally set command is going to be get executed. Then automatically whatever the output, whatever the indexes you want to print, that is going to be get printed here. See, first one is $2, $3, $6 index we have extracted. Later, everything is going to be get extracted using $. Understood? Cleared?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now set command have understood. Now we'll get to know for shift command. Shift is nothing but one index is going to be move left. Suppose if I say that shift for the previous instruction, Tuesday will move out from that particular output. From October 13, you are going to see. Shift I will press. Okay, Shift in the sense internally it is going to be get shifted. If you want to know the output of that, then you have to use echo dollar star. Give me 1 minute, the terminal is slow. Think net is slow. What is going to be happening here in the sense when I got an output like Sunday, Jan 30, when I use shift, it will move out from that, then you're going to get Jan 13. If you want to see that output, we have to use echo dollar star. Then you're going to see your complete output this. If you want to know only the first index, you can use echo dollar 1. That's it. Understood? This is the first one. If you want to shift more number of parameters, we need to use shift space. You have to pass your number. Whether you want to shift two words from to the left, then you can pass it as a 2. Then it will move Sun and Jan for the left. It will remove only 13 is going to be get placed in the output. Santosh DP. I think the server is slow of this webinar. Fine. Have you understood how the shift works?
No, sir.